Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at the Philippe Coutinho verdict that could be great news for Arsenal amid talk of £60 million transfer, and then we're going to look at Arsenal fans excited for £20 million transfer after spotting Instagram hints. So the first transfer headline states that the Philippe Coutinho verdict that could be great news for Arsenal amid talk of £60 million transfer. And the reports are stating that Arsenal Transfer News takes a closer look at how the club could be affected by Leicester City's plans in the summer window amid links to Barcelona's Philippe Coutinho. Brendan Rodgers and Philippe Coutinho could be set for a reunion that could be just fantastic news for Arsenal. Leicester City have been linked with the move for the Barcelona attacking midfielder, with reports in Spain claiming that they, along with AC Milan and Inter Milan, are showing an interest in the Brazilian. Furthermore, Spanish outlet Sport state that the Barcelona are ready to accept as little as £20 million or sanction a loan move for the 29-year-old who has struggled since his big money move from Liverpool in January 2018. Although Coutinho is still recovering from a knee issue that saw him miss the second half of last season, so there's a chance he could leave in the January transfer window if Barca can't move him on this summer. Arsenal might be just hoping it's not the latter, as if Coutinho was to join Leicester in the current window, it could boost their chances of signing James Maddison. As reported by Football.London, whilst Gunners manager Mikel Arteta is a huge admirer of the 24-year-old, the one major sticking point for getting a deal done is the Foxes' demands of over £60 million. But Leicester's stance could be softened if they were to bring in a direct replacement for James Maddison. Rodgers' glowing praise of Coutinho, he would be open to the idea of being reunited with the player he used to manage at Liverpool several years ago. I think if you watch my teams over a period of time, you'll see I like quick, dynamic flexibility, rotation, movement, speed and power. Brendan Rodgers told the Beautiful Game podcast last year. That's the makeup of my team. When I was looking at the team in the first 6 months, there were certain ingredients that were missing. Philippe was one I knew from my Chelsea days. We tried to get him to Chelsea when he was 14, but he had already committed to Inter Milan. So we talked about him in the summer and kept tabs on him. Then all of a sudden he became available. At 19 we thought, wow, right, let's get this boy in. Most people would have probably looked at him and thought he's not for the Premier League. But what a talent. He intimidates people when he has the ball with his quality, the boy is top, and if he comes back to the league he will show that he's world class. So it looks like the Philippe Coutinho verdict that could be great news for Arsenal amid talk of £60 million transfer, and it looks like Philippe Coutinho moving to Leicester City could allow Arsenal to try and get James Maddison from Leicester City and pretty much have a three-way transfer business going on where Coutinho joins from Barca to Leicester City and James Maddison goes from Leicester City to Arsenal. And I think James Maddison will be a decent signing for Mikel Arteta. I think that's a position that Mikel Arteta will need to solve, since the creativity is something that we lacked heavily in the first half of the season, and that's what we were criticised to a large extent, and this enabled us to bring in a player like Emile Smith-Rowe on the game versus Chelsea, and that's pretty much where we were able to maintain a good run of form since that moment. But creativity is still a huge problem for Mikel Arteta. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal fans excited for £20 million Houssem Aouar transfer after spotting Instagram hint. So the reports are stating that Arsenal have been linked with the move for Houssem Aouar once again this summer. And supporters think they may have spotted a clue that a transfer could be close. Arsenal supporters have been sent into a brief transfer frenzy after spotting what they believe to be a hint about Houssem Aouar's next move. Last summer, the Gunners were heavily linked with the Lyon midfielder. However, with a reported price tag of £55 million, coupled with Arsenal smashing £45 million to sign Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid on transfer deadline day, it meant Houssem Aouar stayed put. But the North London outfit have once again been linked with a creative midfielder, and amid reports claim that the 23-year-old's price tag has dropped significantly, technical director Edu could pull off a £35 million master stroke if he's able to finally secure the Frenchman's signature this summer. With that said, getting a deal done is dependent on several moving pieces. According to ESPN, the Gunners are considering making an offer for Houssem Aouar in the coming weeks, but it's on the condition that they're able to move on a couple of players first. As a result, any deal bringing Houssem Aouar to the Emirates could hinge on the likes of Granit Xhaka, who has already agreed personal terms with AS Roma, and Lucas Torreira leaving. But some Arsenal fans think that a deal is at an advanced stage after spotting a hint on Instagram. After Houssem Aouar's brother and agent, Brahim, uploaded a picture of him in London, it has prompted a number of Gunner supporters to get rather excited about a £20 million transfer. So some of you guys have commented that he's coming home, another one of you guys has commented house hunting, and some of you guys have really stated that here we go, time for Houssem Aouar and Thomas Partey. That's actually positive. Houssem Aouar to Arsenal confirmed, we move. And another one of you guys have said he's house hunting for his brother / clients. Welcome to Arsenal at Houssem Aouar. So these are some of the messages that you guys have said regarding this transfer news, that it looks like it's time for Houssem Aouar to join the Gunners. And it looks like some positive news regarding the fact that it looks like Arsenal are very confident on trying to sign Houssem Aouar in the summer transfer window. It looks like Mikel Arteta is very keen on signing Houssem Aouar in the summer transfer window. Mikel Arteta was a huge admirer last summer transfer window as we went to the final stage to try and make the transfer, but then in the end we went with Thomas Partey instead of Houssem Aouar because Thomas Partey was a much easier deal because of no negotiations and just a release clause to be paid. And when it comes to Houssem Aouar, I think he's a player that could really play in that number 10 role. He has the ability, he has the capability, he has the technique, he has the flair, and he's a different sort of number 10 that we normally have at this football club. When it comes to Smith Rowe, he's someone that knows how to drive with the ball, he's someone that knows how to take on a man, and he's someone that does have a little bit of end product as well. But Houssem Aouar has that technical flair, and that's something that certain players only have. He does remind me of someone like a De Bruyne, where they don't try and take on 10 men at the same time. They try to take the ball, pick a good pass, and he's got good end product when it comes to his finishing. He can score a goal, he can get an assist, and he can really be a huge signing for Mikel Arteta if he's able to pull this one through. But for me, when it comes to this summer transfer window, I think it's a much easier chance to sign Houssem Aouar than last summer, and I think he will be a good addition. So we'll have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end, and make sure you smash the like button to see if you can get 20 likes. Also, hit the subscribe button for more daily Arsenal news videos, comment below if you think these are good transfer deals, and click one of the latest videos on the screen, and I'll see you there.